Don't go live with it.
How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Toon Review. Today is the fan forum where you guys can have your say here on Toon Review about Newcastle United. But before we do get into live, everyone, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. We have just surpassed 19,000 subscribers. Thank you all so much. It really means a lot to the channel moving forward. And now, if we can just aim for that magical 20,000 before the end of the season, that'll be absolutely incredible. We've got plenty in the green room today. Or tonight, should I say. But there's plenty of room, guys. If you want to join in, press the link in the live chat and you'll be located to the green room and we'll get you on to join in the fan forum. I'm joined tonight with Billy, as always. How you doing, Billy?
I'm good, thank you. I'm very good.
Very excited for the game on the weekend?
Yeah, I'm quite excited by the one that's on telly now, actually. This might do us a favour if Chelsea could beat Arsenal and totally finish with the league title. Chelsea win tonight, I think that finishes Arsenal. And then they might be a little bit easy to beat Sunday.
I think Arsenal will smash them, if I'm being honest. I think they'll smash them. I think Arsenal, I mean, they desperately need a win. Chelsea, 12th in the league? They'll need a win tonight.
Don't be surprised if Aubameyang Ding Dong does a little bit tonight.
Aubameyang Ding Dong.
Yeah.
What a name. What a name. Go for a few comments. Wes in the house. Evening, Wes. Evening, Jordan. Evening, Craig. JK says, hello all. Hello, JK. How you doing? Jordan, lad, evening. So it's a very exciting one on Sunday because Manchester United, they're 2 points behind us in the league, aren't they, Billy? And if we win, then I think if we win this match and then win another one, that's top 4 secured. Because we are not that far away from top 4, are we? And
Liverpool
winning one more.
Liverpool can't go past 71 points if they win everything. So if we win 2 more games, that gets us 71. We've got a superior goal difference. So 2 more games gets us really to the promised land. That's if they win every game they've got left as well. So
yeah,
they've got an easy run in. To be fair, they've got Fulham at home next. They've got 2 more games before they play us. They could be 3 points behind, which would put a little bit of pressure on if they win both of them. But one's against Brentford, and Brentford are challenging for the Europa League themselves, so it's not plain sailing for them.
But at least we've secured Europe, as Julie says here. We have secured Europe 100%. So midweek games next season, get in. We've got Europe next season. Thank the Lord. Back in Europe since just 10, 11 years ago with Pardew's men with Cisse and Demba Ba partnership. I've seen a stat today, actually, Billy, with Demba Ba and Cisse's partnership is Callum Wilson and Isak are that close. I think Demba Ba and Cisse got 6 assists together and 29 goals, and Wilson are on 5 assists and 25 goals. Tell you what, if they get a few more goals and 1 more assist together, that could be special. And then Wilson's been injured for a majority of the season, hasn't they?
Well, you got to remember, Cisse didn't join until January though, so you think what they did.
That is true, but Cisse was a special player. He was special. That Trivela was 11 years ago today against Chelsea. Wow, what a goal! That'll go down Premier League history. That
I can't make my mind up which one was better out of the 2 because the first goal was an absolute superb goal as well. Flicked up with his right and volleyed it with his left. Yeah. What a goal that was! Superb goal.
He was special, honestly, special. We need Brighton to beat Man United, as that is the one of their game in hand. I think Brighton will do the job. I think they'll do the job. It'll be a hard task going away to Brighton. That'll be a very hard task. I mean, when we went away early in the league, I think we're lucky not to go there tomorrow because that's a hard place to go to, Brighton. We need to win 2 games to score Champions League. It will put us on 71 points. The most Liverpool can get from their remaining games is 71 points. Tottenham and Villa can't catch us. 100%, Andrew. Man United are away to Brighton on Thursday, which had their game in hand over us. It'll be a hard one, Billy, won't it? Do you think Man United will win or Brighton will win? What are your thoughts going to that one? It's good for us as well if Brighton win.
Yeah, I think Brighton have got revenge on their minds for the cup semi-final. I think Brighton are a tough place to go. It's the only place we've been this year where really they've played us out of our own game, and Villa aside, of course, it's earlier in the season. They give us a harder game than Villa in actual facts. We were awful against Villa. We played quite well against Brighton, and yet they still were better than us, had they? So, yeah, it's a tough place to go. They're in form. They've got confidence. They've got revenge on their mind. I think it's all set for a Brighton victory. However, I've said that lots of times this season with Manchester United because they haven't been good this year. Yet there they are sat in the fourth.
Yeah, 100%. I was expecting Paul, John, George, and Ringo Stato. John and George are here. Where is everyone else? Paul's son is poorly, so get well soon. And Alex may be coming on a bit later, so we'll see if Stato joins us later on. Not for certain, but yeah, get well to Paul's son, 100%. Toon marching into Europe, 100% Stu. Just which European competition? I'm certain on Champions League. I'm sure you are as well, Billy.
Yeah, I think so. I think 2 more games. That's all we need.
Yeah, Champions League. I mean, it's not just getting into the Europe competition and getting plenty of money from the qualification. It's about getting better players in as well. I mean, think of the players we'll get in. Think of the players we'll be getting in Europe. I mean, Diaby didn't really join us last summer because we didn't even have Champions League football, and he did. So it'll bring a lot of competition to the squad and a lot of brilliant talent into the squad as well. I've never seen a Macam in Milan. Never. Hi, Sir versus Julie. Up the A1, says Wes. Just everyone saying hello to each other. Let's bring the rabbling, shall we, Billy? Let's bring them in. We've got plenty in already. So we've got Mason. We've got Mr. Spoons. We've got Chippers. We've got, oh my God. If anyone doesn't know what his username is, his daddy's back. Oh my God, Jimmy. What in the world? You got King Guitar and you got Dan. Evening all.
Evening.
Sorry, that.
Evening.
Whose mic is that? It's got. Can we all just mute our mics, please? Just before I talk to you, I can hear something in the mics.
That'll be squirrels. I'm guarantee it.
Hello.
Is it the squirrels, Jimmy?
No, it was my one-armed landscaper who took forever. He's gone now.
Oh, is he gone?
Yeah.
What's been happening out there in America tonight? What time is it in America? I think is it afternoon, Bill? Is it afternoon? Is it afternoon?
Yeah, almost 10 after. Well, 7 after 3. So,
what's been happening today, Jimmy? What's been happening?
beautiful day. Like to say, our sad day. R.I.P. to one of my favorite singers of all time, Gordon Lightfoot. So, been sitting out here chilling with some Gordon today.
That sounds like a good day. Mason, good evening.
Evening.
What are your thoughts going into the Arsenal match?
Bit confident. With the way they've been, with the way Arsenal's been playing. I think we can go out. I think we need to play better first half against Arsenal because we were poor on Sunday. But if we play like we did against Arsenal last season at home with the crowd behind, I feel like we'll batter them like 3-4-0 because Arsenal won't take up our atmosphere and our crowd.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Arsenal are going through a rough patch at the minute, and they haven't won in 5 games, have they? So they're in some real rough patch. We've been superb form apart from the Villa game. Mr. Spoons, what are your thoughts going into the Arsenal game? Your mic's on mute, just so you know. What are your thoughts going into the Arsenal game? Are you confident? Are you a little bit nervous? Do you think Arsenal will turn up?
I'm not nervous. I think, to be honest, I think that we'll just get on them like we did last season. Confident of the win, to be fair, because they're on a pretty bad run at the moment. They had, obviously, tonight's game. We don't know what's happening with that yet, or I don't.
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, they've drawn 3 in a row, and then obviously got smashed off City. So they're on a pretty poor run at the moment for their standards of this season, anyway. And they've got to come to the Toon, and I think it's going to be a mint atmosphere. And last time, basically the same team crumbled. They're missing that centre back. I can't remember his name now. That kid who's been good for him.
Saliba.
Yeah. So yeah, confident, mate. Very confident. 3-1, I'm reckoning.
not just yet. Ian, got a prediction.
The gun dinner.
Mr. Roy Cariani, King of Qatar.
Hi,
I see
mate.
you've got a bit of decoration in the background. Better than last time, that's for sure.
Yes, finally.
I think I love that shirt behind you. What's it been like today in the beautiful land of Qatar?
Yeah, I was back to work, and because we were off for 10 days, so we had the Eid, which is like the Arab Christmas. Oh, you can hear the background. Someone's got YouTube on.
Mr. Sales.
Okay.
I've muted his mic.
Yeah, so back to work. Yeah, I'm a bit nervous about the Arsenal game, to be honest, because I can just see Liverpool winning all 5 games. It's just going to go to the wire at the end, and we need those 71 points. I think if we beat Arsenal, we'll be fine.
But we've just got to focus on us. We've got to focus on what we're doing. We've got to focus on who we've got in front of us. As long as we win all our games and win the rest of our games, no one can touch us. We just got to do our job. And as long as we do our job, we don't really need to worry about anyone else. Anyway, Dan, what are your thoughts going into the Arsenal game? Are you confident?
Excuse me. Yeah, definitely. I just think the way we've been playing, I think bringing anybody. I think going off what happened last season as well, where we beat them at home, I think that'll still be stuck in the minds. I think we'll turn them over.
Yeah, I don't see why not. I've seen today that War Flags is doing a special presentation for the match, and they're asking, they're doing what they did with the Southampton Leicester game. Hashtag bring your scarves. Mr. Chippers, were you at the game when they did hashtag bring the scarves?
No, I was at work on Sunday. I missed the watch. I missed everything on Sunday, man. I was at bloody work. I was just sitting. I was at work, missed a lot, but it's just. I just say as well, before we even have people have meltdowns if we get beat on Sunday, we've qualified already for Europe. We're so far ahead of schedule. It's ridiculous. We're already looking forward to playing Europe next season, no matter what European competition it is. We're back in Europe and we're back on the first stage of the rebuild, which is probably 2 years ahead. Even if we get Europa League, Europa Conference, we're still in Europe next season. I know we're more likely it's 2 wins away from guaranteeing Champions League, and I think we'll get 2 wins out of these 5. But I think it's the atmosphere on Sunday. I think Arsenal will just crumble. Them players can't handle it. They've shown it in the past 2 games. They've been 2-0 up, and you think, well, the game's dead, and they've literally been lucky to get draws out of the game. So I think, I just think they'll bottle it on Sunday. Personally, I think they'll not handle the atmosphere, and I think we'll take advantage of it. But again, I'll airside the caution again is if we do get beat, then there'll be Doylams that will have a meltdown about it. But I'm not, because we've already qualified for European competition next season, and it's the first stage of where we can attract better players in the summer. Where we can say we're in Europe next season. That's the first stage where you can say, yeah, we'll upgrade again in the summer, and it'll be a lot better than what we've got. So, yeah, I mean,
Liverpool are shipping goals as well, aren't they, Chippers? Liverpool are shipping goals. Liverpool are still shipping goals.
Yeah, I mean, I think Sunday they were very lucky to beat Spurs. Even being 3-0, they were very, very lucky. So I think Brentford with the likes of Tony up front, I think will cause them a lot more bother. And it's the fact it's at Brentford as well, where they've got a very good record.
I don't think it is. I think it's Anfield. I think it's Anfield.
What is it? Oh, they'll probably have the referee on their side again. So
don't be surprised if Ivan Toney's ban comes through before that game.
Yeah. Or, it'll be a 96-minute winner for Liverpool, because it always seems to be. But, again, like I said, we've already qualified for Europe. We've done the first part of the rebuild, and it's a case of we can look forward to Sunday. Arsenal, I think, are shitting themselves. We can look forward to it and see, no matter what happens on Sunday, our future is really bright. So, let's not melt down. Let's not, have a panic attack if we get beat. Let's just enjoy this, because, it's going to be one hell of a ride.
Sure is. I'm going to go to Mason about this question.
Do the super chat first.
Oh, yeah, we've got a £40 super chat from Michael. Cheers, Michael. Cheers for your 40 quid. That's absolutely sensational. Thank you for that. And there's no comment there, but thank you for your contribution to the channel. Now, Mason. War Flags have come out today saying they want everyone to bring their scarves to the game to create that atmosphere again to push the Champions League. Bless Arsenal. I mean, at the start of the season when I saw them at the top of the league, never would I thought they'd come to St James and we could break their hearts again. It very well could go to this time last year where we could break their hearts yet again. Do you think that they're doing that just to do that, or do you think what the atmosphere is going to be nuts on Sunday?
You've seen it last year with the flags, and then Arsenal just crumbled. We're doing something similar.
Yeah.
Could they do it again? Possibly. Because with the way they've been playing against like Man City, Southampton, luckily enough they got come back with a point, but still it wasn't good enough. But they'll come to Newcastle with the same atmosphere, similar atmosphere like it was last season, and if they play like they did last season with that atmosphere, and we've got a different kind of atmosphere, like the same kind of thing but similar, they'll just crumble again.
Yeah, 100%.
because they can't, because they're not used to atmospheres like us, which is one of the best in the country, and they only have two big massive red and white flags when they score. That's it. So they can't. That's their only atmosphere. They can't be used to atmospheres like obviously us and any other teams who do that sort of, and like Liverpool as well. I mean, we're probably one of the best in the league, and Arsenal will probably be crumbling if they come up against a big atmosphere like a St James's Park.
Yeah. Paul Sales has joined us. Evening, Paul.
All right.
What are your thoughts going to the Arsenal match?
I think quite confident. I think we're doing really well. We shouldn't fear nobody. We're playing that well. And we might still have hiccups, but I doubt it. Not now. Like it's too much to throw away. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Joy Boy says he wasn't at match, but hearing the mixed messages about Gordon, seemed okay in the match highlights. He did seem okay, didn't he, Dan? Gordon. I think he was one of our brightest players in the first half, and yet again, I see more slack on Gordon. What are your thoughts on the slack?
I thought he played really well first half. Yes, he probably should have scored that second chance where he hit post, but the goals will come from him. It'd be more worrying if he wasn't getting those opportunities, but he is. He got in behind numerous times. He crossed it decent. I think we'll see more of him next season, but I don't think people should worry.
1-0 to who, Billy?
Yes.
Arsenal, Ødegaard. Great finish.
Yeah.
Figured. So 1-0 to Arsenal. Chelsea crumbling.
They haven't given
We've
up
just
yet.
seen this from Mark Toon. Arsenal are going to fold like a red hot Mars bar. We've all had that experience. in the red hot sunshine.
In your back pocket with white trousers on.
Oh, what a goal! What a goal! He's a class player, Ødegaard, and he's a class player. Didn't work out last season, but he's definitely working out this season, isn't he? 100%. Anyway, I've just seen this question, and it's absolutely sensational. I want to get all your thoughts on this. So we know the bottom 5 teams are Leicester, Leeds, Forest, Everton, and Southampton. I'm going to get all you guys to answer this. I'm going to start with Chippers. Apologies for that. It's the tap again. From each club, you could sign one player from each club. Which player would you sign? So Chippers, one player from Leicester, Leeds, Forest, Everton, and Southampton to bring to Newcastle.
I'll probably say Maddison, because it's the one player that we seem to be after for a while, and if Leicester go down, it seems that it might be a more feasible chance of signing him, because he'll obviously not want to play in the Championship.
So Maddison from Leicester. Who would you have from Leeds?
Can I say nobody? Because I'm not really impressed with them. I think that, I don't.
Definitely not the goalkeeper.
None of them. Definitely no. I mean, I think he's got butter on his fingers, hasn't he? I think Liverpool sponsor him. So I would
For me,
say
I'd take
nobody.
Nonto. I'd take
Who?
that Nonto, that young Italian. That Nonto, that young Italian. Or him or Jack Harrison. We were linked with Jack
Maybe
Harrison.
Harrison is a squad player. That's possibly it because he's a winger as well. That's an area we could do with strengthening him.
Who would you have from Forest then? You can't have Shelby. You can't have. You can't
I'll
have
probably
Shelby.
have
or Wood.
Brendan. I'll probably have Brendan Johnson because he's got potential.
Yeah.
Chris Wood.
Everton.
Chris Wood. Everton.
You could take
I would
Chris
have.
Wood.
I would have nobody from Everton.
Nobody.
No.
Not even that Anana.
What's his name?
What's my name? I was just gonna say what's my name. To be
So
honest,
you'd have no one from Everton.
he hasn't stood out in a poor team to me. I think none of them stood out. They're all in the they're third bottom. They're in the second bottom. Sorry, for a reason. So even if they have one good player, he hasn't stood out for me. As if to say, oh, I would take him from there because if he was any good, he would be stepping up, and I don't see him stepping up. I just see him like thinking, oh, if I'm that good, I'll be out the door in the summer and I'll be way elsewhere.
What about him? Take him. Reserve keeper.
I'll have him as a Z choice keeper rather than a reserve choice.
What about Southampton? Surely you can think of one player.
Possibly just Ward-Prowse for set piece deliveries because our set pieces haven't been great. But then again, what else does he offer to the table?
Exactly.
So
Archer's in the house.
Oh, has he got clothes on?
Evening, Archer.
Yeah, thankfully.
Right, before we move on to someone else, one word to describe this guy that Sophia's popped up. Bang. One word.
No words needed.
Prick.
Belen.
Is Jurgen Klopp with us tonight? Is Jurgen Klopp with us? I don't think. I'm getting word. I know. I'm getting word. He's not with us tonight, unfortunately.
Is Paul Glenn in the chat? Is Paul Glenn on tonight? Does he believe?
Oh, let's not start.
He might be about. He's about.
There Give us some clapping emojis for Billy in the chat, please. Wow. Let's give him a clap. That was honestly unbelievable. Mr. Spoons.
Yes, mate.
One from each club. Leicester, Leeds, Forest, Everton, Southampton. One from each one.
Madison, Harrison. Who else? Ward-Prowse.
You got Forest and Everton.
Onana and Forest. Right. Banana. Onana, sorry. Everton. Yeah, him. Who else was there? Who did you say? Who have I not done?
Forest. Forest, probably.
Fuck, none of them, to be honest. Chris Wood.
We're going to bring him back.
I'd have Woody back for knocking that prick out at Everton.
Oh, wow. Wow. Archer, one from each club. Leicester, Leeds, Forest, Everton, Southampton.
Madison, Jack Harrison, Onana from Everton.
What's his name?
I didn't even know. Onana. And Johnson from Forest.
Yep, and Southampton.
Southampton.
Yep.
Probably gone with James Ward-Prowse.
James Ward-Prowse. See, for me, I know Man City have got a buyback clause, but if he didn't, I would sign Lavia. But I know it's not likely. But James Ward-Prowse, apart from just like Chip has said, apart from free kicks or set pieces, what does he offer? I don't see anything from James Ward-Prowse apart from free kicks or penalties. Do you agree with that, Would-be Farmer?
Oh, you'll have to excuse me. I just peace, love, and bell bottoms. I just got out of groin surgery, so I'm not sure I'm going to be making a lot of sense here. But I'd go with that Ward-Prowse guy, Madison, and who else did you ask?
Everton, but don't say Onana.
What's his name?
I wouldn't want anybody from Everton to be frank with you. Maybe the guy who controls the fireworks, that might be fun.
Would be farmer. I just thought you'd had a massive bong before you came on.
Yeah,
Well,
groin
they gave
surgery,
me,
my ass.
they gave me Hey, I hurt myself watching that Leeds game. What do you expect? They gave me oxycodone, but I can't take them. I have a nervous disorder, and probably from watching Premier League, actually.
So they gave him a bong instead.
I can't tell you what I do. I don't know how secure this channel is.
Yeah, keep it to yourself.
Yeah, good idea. Good idea.
King of Qatar, one from each club. If you can
Okay,
remember.
so I'll go Madison from Leicester.
Yep.
Gibson, I think his name is Gibson White from Forest.
Gibbs White, yeah.
Yep. Gibbs White.
Everton, I think everyone said Onana, but I like what's his name?
Billy. No.
Ayobi.
Yeah.
Right winger. So I'll go with him. Who's left? Southampton. Ward-Prowse.
Yep. And
okay, Leeds. They've got this young Italian lad on the left wing.
Nonto.
Yeah, I'll go for him.
I think Nonto's. I mean, when Leeds played us at New Year's Eve, he was alright. I didn't like him then, but I think he's an underrated footballer. I would take Nonto personally, but I think Jack Harrison offers a lot as well. Who haven't we asked? Dan, that's it. Dan. One for me.
What about me?
Oh yeah, I forgot Jimmy.
And Jimmy, of course. I'm saving the best for last, Jimmy. I'm saving the best for last.
Shit. I love you, Jack, but everybody knows it. Everybody knows that's full of shit.
One from each club.
Jimmy or Dan? Oh, I'm sorry.
Have I asked Dan or I don't know what's going on here. Have I asked Dan?
Yeah, you did. You asked Dan.
No,
Dan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't said him yet, but
it's all you, Dan.
Oh, here we go. Centre stage. Probably, obviously, Madison from Leicester. Definitely Nonto from Leeds. He's just got super potential.
Mm-hmm.
Brennan Johnson from Forest. That midfielder for Southampton, that Alcaraz. He looks like a decent little player.
Good player.
Definitely someone we could look at for midfield. And whoever supplies all Everton fans with the flares, because they seem to have endless supplies of blue flares.
Gary Glitter.
That's it. Probably. In fact, no, we won't go there then. Don't want to be linked to him.
Now it's Jimmy's centre stage time.
Well, since everybody's rattled off the names, I'm just going to go a different direction.
Good man.
Leicester, I'm going to go Dewsbury Hall.
Good
Love
shot.
him as a player. Just
Good
needs
shout.
a decent coach. Leeds, I'm going to go Tyler Adams. Let's see. Everton, Jordan Pickford. So the fans will have somebody to throw something at when he's on the bench, and he can see what a good, and he can watch up close what a real goalkeeper looks like. Southampton, I'm going with the Alcaraz kid because he does look the player. And who did I leave out? Oh, Forest.
Forest.
Forest. I mean, Johnson. I mean, the kid's class. He needs to get out of there quick.
Yeah, he's got bags of potential. Even if Forest stay up, I think he needs a bit of like a mid-table / bigger move because there's definitely bags of potential there, isn't there? 100%. Now halfway into the show, everyone, please make sure you can subscribe. Of course, we are now on the road to 20,000. That's an incredible margin to go to, and that's all your support that can make that happen. If you want to donate to the channel, there is a $sign at the bottom of the live chat, so you can donate. And if you want to be part of the members club, hit the join button underneath this live video, so you can become a part of the members club. Right, Billy, I haven't forgotten you. Don't you worry. One from each club.
Right, from Everton, I'd take Nathan Patterson, the left back, because that's one thing we need is a left back. Who else would I take then? Forest, I would take. I think Gibbs White's a great shout. Southampton, I think Alcaraz is a superb shout also. Who else we waiting for?
You said anyone? Forest, maybe?
Leeds.
Forest?
Leeds.
Leeds. You're taking Leeds. Yeah, I think Anonto is about the best shout from there.
Yeah, Nanto's a good player. Nanto's a very good player. Now, looking ahead to Arsenal. Now we know Maxi could be back. I did see a post of him before going live that he said with a caption saying, "I'm live," or "I'm back." Not "I'm live," "I'm back." So that's maybe an interesting indication. And Longstaff may be back as well. King of Qatar, do you think Maxi and Longstaff will be back for Arsenal? Because there's a high possibility.
I think maybe Longstaff. I'm not sure about Maxi, but I don't think Maxi will start anyway, even if he's back. I think if Longstaff is fully fit, he'll start. We'll go back to the normal formation with Bruno and Willock. Joe Linton and Willock on the left side. So yeah, I think Longstaff will start. He's ready. But there was rumors there was a fracture. There wasn't a fracture there.
No, there weren't.
Yeah,
I think it's just a bit bruising.
He'll be back then. Yeah, I think he'll start. But Maxi, I don't think so. So the most hopeful I think I'll be with is coming off the bench.
Yeah,
but we'll probably see him if he's on the bench for this one. He'll be ready for the next one, 100%.
Stato's in the house. Evening, Stato. How you doing? Drinking his brown ale.
There he is.
How we doing?
Where's Stato?
Not too bad.
Oh, there he is.
What are your thoughts ahead of Arsenal?
My thoughts ahead of Arsenal. It depends how they get on against Chelsea tonight. I'm going to watch it after it's aired. It's not a movie, you know what I mean. We'll see. 2-0 now.
Odegaard again.
Doesn't look like they're doing too bad then.
It's Chelsea though, isn't it?
I think our form and the fact we're at home, I'm fairly confident. It'll be a tough game, but all will be revealed in the preview, I'm sure.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the atmosphere with the war flags, asking everyone to bring their scarves again. Stato is going to be an even bigger, intimidating atmosphere for Arsenal yet again, because we know what happened last time. It's going to happen again.
I don't know if it'll happen again. It might. The fans. It's difficult to predict the fans' energy, what it's going to be in the stadium. Sometimes it's a little bit flatter than we anticipate. And then one weekend we'll just turn up and it's absolutely rocking. And it's difficult to know when that's going to drop. Because we do kind of switch it on and off sometimes. There occasionally be just one game where the crowd are immense. They've given a lot in recent weeks. Is it going to be this one? Possibly. I think this is probably the last huge game of the season for us at home. It's probably the biggest one we've got left at St James's Park.
Brighton.
Yeah, we've got Brighton.
But Arsenal have been title challenging all season, so this and are a bigger historical club. So this is, by rights a bigger game, isn't it? So, and considering, as you mentioned, the final home game of last season, and we were kind of going in on even footing at the start of the season, and obviously Arsenal just took off. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how the crowd respond. I think it'll be a positive game for the crowd and for us.
Yeah.
Ashley 80 said, "Good to see Jimmy is looking in better health and sounds more healthy too. You a lot better.
Thank you,
Jimmy. Sound a lot better.
Yeah, much better.
It's good to hear. It's good to hear. With a name like Alcaraz, you'll be able to take prisoners. Alcaraz Island.
Do I get a go at this funny game? Has everybody had a go yet?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
everyone's had a go. But as I said to Jimmy, saving the best for last, Tato. So one from each club. Leicester, Leeds, Forest, Everton, Southampton.
3-0.
Oh Christ!
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's right. Jesus scored.
So Southampton. I'm gonna completely mix up everybody's answers because why not? It's funny. Southampton. Livramento.
That's a good shot.
Livramento, yeah.
Depends. Obviously, a lot depends on how he bounces back from that injury. But pre-injury, we could do with some extra fullback cover. Young, talented. Leeds, I would take. It's got to be Nonto, hasn't it? It's just got to be. It can't be anybody else. Everton. I mean, you told me I can't say Onana, so
What's his name?
I'm going to go with
God's sake.
Amadou.
Just
There
for
you
an
go.
apple shake the tree.
Oh,
really-
you can't stop
I'm
him
really
tonight.
su-
Like, he's on a roll.
I've got that squad open now, and I'm scrolling down it. I'm just thinking. I mean, there's a case to be made that Idrissa Gana Gueye could be useful for squad depth, but I think he's past it now a little bit in terms of where we are.
Would anyone consider Damari Gray?
That's true. Demarai Gray's a good player.
Not a bad player. Can't get
He's
that
not a
sorted,
bad.
can he?
He's not a bad player, but I feel like Murphy contracted until 2027, and us bringing in Gordon, potentially another wide forward in the summer. I don't think it fits or works.
That's why I went for Nathan Patterson, left back, because he's a promising young player.
Yeah.
Well, I went for Pickford so we could.
I know.
see what a
I
real
heard
goalkeeper.
Jimmy. I did hear that. You're
See
very
what a
brave.
real goalkeeper.
Leicester, I would go for. I mean, it's either going to be Maddison or Harvey Barnes. I did hear a couple of shots for Dewsbury Hall, which is interesting, but no, I'm all right.
No feces.
No feces. No, definitely not.
So
Speaking of feces, Jack Colback from Forest is definitely not going to be my pick. I think we'll probably go with that one's a tough one as well.
Gosh, he's been on the curry.
I'm indoors.
I'd probably go with.
Is Lewis Hamilton outside someone's house?
It must be.
Was that a grass
Who is
garden?
Is Lewis Hamilton outside someone's house or?
Jesus Christ.
I'd probably go with either Brennan Johnson or Morgan Gibbs-White.
Morgan Gibbs-White, a good one. Very good one. Now, obviously, I'm not blowing my own trumpet here, but we're saving the best for last. It's obviously me. From Leicester, I'd take Maddison. From Leeds, Nonto. From Forest, I'd probably take Brennan Johnson. From Everton, I'll mix it up. Why not Demarai Gray, just so Billy can't say that thing again. And Southampton, probably... I did say this earlier. It's very, very highly... I mean, it's mostly unlikely, but I'll take Lavia, even though it's just so still not going to happen. But
I mean, I don't know. We've had a lot of new information come up in the last couple of days.
If there is a chance, I would take Lavia because he's a cracking young player. But that is mine. Saving the best for last. We've got a comment here from Mon Kyle. I'll just take it off the screen. There you go. Looking for some advice. I want to get a season ticket, but I live in Coventry. Obviously, won't make every game. Can I share it? The question mark. Not looking to make any money. Just don't want to waste seats. That's one for you, Billy. That because you do live in Coventry.
Well, firstly, there's about a 50,000 wait for the season ticket, so
yeah,
true.
I shouldn't get too.
I think you're best off probably trying to be a member. I think you're
membership
best off trying to be a member.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you're at least somewhat early in line than general sales. So that's what we suggest to you, Mon Kyle. Be a member, but be quick because they do sell out quite fast as well. Tom says it. Julie J. I adore seeing Chelsea go down. I think we all will. I mean, it's going to look very unlikely, but looking at the last fixtures, they are some hard fixtures. They are some very, very hard fixtures, and
they're on 39 points.
Stato, look at the teams they've got left to play. I mean, that is not good for Chelsea, and they're getting pumped by Arsenal tonight. So that they very well could lose every single game left. Are they really detailed by their forecast, Sophia? Says Jordy Hawaii man. It would be delicious, Tom, but I would agree it won't happen this season. You probably talk about Chelsea not really going down. Yeah, Chelsea probably won't go down, but look, it's a lovely sight to see Chelsea's really, really struggling.
Aren't they level on Bournemouth
in the league?
Now, level on points with Bournemouth.
They are level with Bournemouth. They are level with Bournemouth in game 34. That is bad for Chelsea alone. I know Bournemouth done well this season, but Chelsea with their history and the caliber of their club, drawing points with Bournemouth this far into the season, that is not good enough.
They've spent £700 million.
Yeah, they've been down a few times before. I can remember them going down 3 or 4 times. So they're not the massive club I think they are.
For me, it's the owners at Chelsea who are really, really destroying it because they don't know how to run a football club. Now, I've decided to do a lot of stuff around everyone tonight. This is another one. Who is everyone's final top 4 predictions? I'm going to start from the panel, moving from me, then all the way round. So, Billy, we'll start off with you. Who's your final top 4?
Man City, Arsenal, Newcastle, Liverpool.
Liverpool. Ooh. Stato?
As it is now, I don't think it will change.
As it is now. So, Mr. Spoons.
So, yeah, Man City,
Same as-
Arsenal, us, and Man United.
Yeah, I think it'll be us and Man United in that order.
Who's winning the league?
Oh, City are winning it.
Yeah, 100%. Would be Farmer?
City, Arsenal, the Toon, and Liverpool.
Liverpool. Could they make a late snatch into the top 4?
I think they're going to win
Dan?
them all.
Gonna catch them all. You got to remember, Man
City-
United have only played 32 games, by the way, so they've still got games in hand.
Yeah, we've got plenty of games in hand. Dan,
And they keep
who's top
sneaking
4?
1-0 victories off everyone, even though they're crap.
I think it all stays as it is. City, Arsenal, Newcastle, and I think I don't want it to be, but I think it'll be United that get 4th.
Yeah, and they've got some toughish kind of fixtures left. But speak about, I've just seen Jesus gone down injured. Did anyone see that Seamus Coleman injury last night? Jesus, did anyone see it? I mean, Dan's nodding his head. What are your thoughts on that, Dan?
Well, I saw him go down at first, and I was sort of like, they hadn't even been touched. And then replays, and it's just like he's done the same injury again, pretty much.
Definitely touched.
Yeah,
He got snapped.
His knee did this. Just went gone.
Thing is, how old is he now? About 51 or something. He'll be back playing for Everton again next season.
He's all have to be a granddad, isn't he? That's how long he's been playing.
That could be his career, to be fair.
I thought that last night. That his career could be gone now.
Especially if they go
that
down.
is an awful challenge. People are like, how is that only a yellow card? Stato, do you think that was a yellow or a red? For me, it's a yellow.
Well, he missed the ball and severely injured the player, and went in the side. I mean, that's got to be a red as well, in my opinion, just for the damage done. And I don't know. I think Coleman might retire, but you never know. If Everton do go down, he might come back just to try and help them out in the Championship. It could be one of them funny ones, or he'll just hang up the boots and he'll be done. But that's got to be a 7, 8, 9 month jobby. That's a proper injury, that one.
He
So
don't catch many breaks, does he? He don't catch many breaks. But the
don't
good
think
thing about it
he'll
was,
Christmas,
on the
maybe.
stretch out, he was doing that to the fans. I thought that was brilliant. I really did.
He was going, come on. He knew Everton were doing good at that moment in the game, so they're like he's trying to pump up the fans. I think he's a proper captain, Seamus Coleman, but I think he's done now. I think he's done.
Can I just mention one thing? I was a little bit confused at everyone saying I'm surprised he's never had any England caps today, all over Twitter.
It was Irish.
Totally not Irish.
I don't want to play for fucking England.
Anyway, let's move on with top 4. King of Qatar, who's your final top 4?
I think it'll stay as it is, but it'll just be really tight. I think Liverpool will win all their 5 games and reach the 71 points.
I tell you what, I'd love to see Goldbridge's reaction to Liverpool overtaking Man United.
I hope that
That'll
happens.
be golden. That'll be that. Though there's no pun intended there with Goldbridge, but that'll be golden. That'll be golden. Mark Goldbridge just crying behind his chair, seeing Liverpool get 4th. That'll be incredible.
He'll have to change his
Jimmy.
name to. He'll have to change his name to Pratt Bridge.
Thing is, I hate Liverpool as well, so you hate them both.
me too.
We'll just laugh at whoever doesn't finish.
I'd rather Brighton or Aston Villa, me. But
Yeah,
that's probably not gonna
Farmer,
happen.
Pratt's his middle name, so it would sound a bit weird.
Jimmy, who's your final top 4?
Same as it is now.
Same as
And
it
the
is.
thing that's really chapping my ass is the fact that, other than this damn slow ass landscaper, you read all these tweets about, if Liverpool went out, they have 71 points. Look, they've been behind us all year. I like what Jack said. He's wise beyond his years. We take care of business. We don't have to worry about Liverpool. It's this if is actually error thinking. We are now when we do it. Liverpool's not catching us. But everybody seems to want to put, if they max out, it's 71 points. Screw them. They're going to bottle something. That's just the way they are.
I think the officials are going to make sure they don't.
Well, this week,
Yeah, that's every game
I
they've
mean,
been
but
getting
granted, there were that it was like that Tottenham that back line. It was like Gladys Knight and the Pips back there. I mean, that's the worst defense. People want to bitch about Gordon. How about paying for Poro, or how about paying for McCallum Mudryk? I mean, these Gordon in that first half showed more than Mudryk has, with the exception of the first 10 minutes he played this season.
Right.
So
Archer,
saying
who's
that,
your final top
it's
four?
funny you saying that, Jimmy, because I'm watching Enzo Fernandez now and he looks like a Barks player. £105 million.
Oh my God. This is why you don't buy players on the back of a good World Cup.
Yep.
Did anybody? Amos Ramirez. I mean, the Colombian idiot. What was it?
James Rodriguez for Real Madrid.
Yeah.
God almighty.
He was a good player, but yeah.
I think it's decent, mate.
He couldn't even. He came to
Let's
Qatar
be
and
honest.
he was
Let's be
shit here as
honest.
well.
Yeah. Enzo Fernandez is still on a hangover from the World Cup.
Let's be honest though. Before the World Cup, who saw Enzo Fernandez high in the hierarchy of football? Who saw that before the World Cup? Who saw him there? I didn't see him. But then after the World Cup, he was everywhere.
I mean, Stato might have been the only one.
I went for 105 million.
He was floating around on lists in terms of like midfielders. Like, there's a bunch of people. All you need to do is just go on random statistical websites and just try and find midfielders that fit a certain criteria, and it will spit out a bunch of them in Europe. But it's hard to predict which ones are going to be that guy, though. That's the same trouble that all the clubs have. It's not easy.
105 million for me. Jesus.
He's a good player. He's a good player, but he's
of course he's a good player, but 105 million is a bit much.
He's got a chronic lack of pace.
105 million is absolute rip-off.
I mean, would you rather pay the money for Isak or
Definitely.
that?
Isak.
Richarlison?
I mean, that's a bargain for Isak.
I mean, for
it's a bargain for Isak.
It is half the price almost.
Isak's worth twice what we paid for him.
Yeah. And
I think he'll be even more when he fully develops into a proper player. I think he's a class player now, but he's the sky's the limit for him. He can only get better from here. So I think that 60 million in the future for Isak will be a bargain. Anyway, let's move on with the top four predictions. Archer, who's your top four?
Man City, Arsenal, us, and Man United.
Man United. So we've got a bit of a mixture between Liverpool and Manchester United. Chippers?
I'll go for Man City to win the league, Arsenal to finish second, us to finish third, and then Man United to finish fourth.
Right. So that is our final top four prediction. Well, as I said last time, saving the best for last, me. I'm going with Man City to win the league, Arsenal second, Newcastle third, and Manchester United fourth. I'd rather Aston Villa or Brighton to finish fourth. But
sorry, what? Who?
Not Villa.
Not Villa.
I said I'd rather before Alex starts choking on his words.
I would rather have them either, to be honest.
Before Alex starts choking on his grey hairs. I'm sorry, Alex. I had to put that.
Oh my God.
I'm very sorry, Alex. I just thought of it. And I had to say
Brighton all day long.
I'd rather Brighton. I think Aston Villa may get Europe. I think maybe conference or sixth, but I think they will get. Europe. This comment here says Callum Wilson is underrated. Do any of you think that Callum? I'm going to go to Dan. Do you think Callum Wilson will get Player of the Month? Because he's definitely had a good month.
Well, it's a toss up between him and Isak, innit? I just remember not so long back when he were just after World Cup when he were bang out of form, and he's just suddenly clicked again, and he's just like a player transformed again. It's fantastic to see. So it's a toss up between him and Isak, innit? Really, I don't think I'd be sad if either of them got it, really. But yeah, I'm just glad he's banging him in again, to be honest.
It's good to have two strikers in form. So if one's out of
Yeah.
form and one more striker comes in, he's banging out goals left, right, and centre. Now, thoughts on this? Leeds are planning to sack their manager, no doubt, and they're looking to bring Big Sam back into the job. Billy, was that intentional or?
Well, it's just mental. Absolutely mental.
They've got 4 games left.
Exactly, 4 games left, and they're bringing in a new manager.
They've gone from Bielsa to Allardyce in 12 months. Just think about that for a minute.
Yeah,
it's like what's going from Rafa to Steve Bruce, isn't it?
High press, simply football to fucking lump it and hump it merchant. Nah, they're going down.
So, are they paying 3 managers now? Marsh, Bielsa, and Big Sam.
And
if he comes on.
And Gracia as well.
Jesus. I mean, that's a good transfer.
I mean, bringing Big Sam in, Jesus.
Yeah, but they won't have to pay
leave
Big
it be.
Sam.
They bring them in until June, and the season finishes on the 28th. Just there's no point. Just stick with the same manager you've got, because it's just going to mess the morale up in the team. And I'm not a Leeds fan, of course I'm not, because I'm hosting the Newcastle channel. But just stick with the same manager you've got. If you go down, you go down. Stay up, you stay up. Just honestly, it's just awful.
I mean,
Can I just point out, by the way, that Brighton have got 3 games in hand on Villa.
Yeah.
Brighton got 3 games.
Villa do have a tough winning as well, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
They've
It's
got
very
one against
rare.
Liverpool.
One of their games in hands against us, isn't it? Brighton's.
Yeah.
They play us. It's very rare that a player performs for both country and club at the same level. It's a total lottery. I'm not sure.
It's not a lottery. It depends on system and shape. Like, look at Spain.
Rooney played well for England and Man United. So
did he?
Did
he play well for England?
Did you see the World Cup where he turned up overweight and was useless?
Rooney's
only had 1 goal in 3 World Cups.
2004. That's when his England career finished.
But was I alive there, Billy?
There was football pre-Jack, you know.
Oh wow!
Yeah, there was.
That's like Greece one.
Tim Howard did well for both. Tim Howard, don't forget him.
I don't think goalkeepers count though, do they? I think
that's it.
Harry Maguire's the perfect example, isn't he? He plays really well for England, but he's shit for Man United.
Yeah.
Michael Owen's World Cup ended in '98, didn't it? After he scored against Argentina, because he done now ever since.
Oh my God.
I mean, he did put us 1-0 up against Brazil.
Yeah, he did.
You can't forget that.
David Beckham.
We got beat. I always forget Seaman getting lobbed. That's the moment I forget. That's the moment I remember.
Yeah, well, I know you like Seaman getting lobbed, don't you, Sam?
And Jack, that is a real thing, because if you look at Spain with their World Cup and Euros win, like the Barcelona and Real Madrid team played in the same way that the national team played, and it was basically made up of those 2 teams. So that is how it works. But that'll never work with England, because there's such a variety in how the teams at the top play.
Yeah. JB says here, I underestimated Isak's technical ability. Would-be Farmer, when you saw that Newcastle have agreed a deal with Isak or Real Sociedad, did you underestimate Isak, or did you know you'd got a player there?
I thought it was a bit much, but I didn't follow him like a lot of other people. So I think that my bias might have been media driven in general. And we know how that can be a load of shite most of the time.
Yeah. Chippers, when we agreed deal with Real Sociedad, did you think Isak? Did you underestimate Isak?
Well, first of all, I thought it was fucking bollocks. And on the crap that we've been linked with, I thought, because it came from absolutely nowhere. And then, well, of course, obviously, he scored 2 in his first 3 games. Then he went to Sweden and got injured, didn't he? And you don't know. You know how much that took out, how much it takes out of him being a young lad, and it's obviously took him a while to get back up there. But if it just proves that the hierarchy know, like Dan Ashworth and Co know what they're doing at this football club, and you've got to back them and give them everything they've got, because it shows that they know a lot more than most about football and the type of players that we need at this club. So, and he is the type of player we need. So,
yeah. Stevie Beck here says, "Where's Paul?" His son is poorly, so he's just taking the time to look after his son. So get well soon to Paul's son. Now it's time, everyone. It's time. Get your emojis rolling because she's come out and she wants to say hello. Burn! I think I got moaned at a bit for my first time. Not saying a noise after Daisy, but we've got plenty of emojis rolling through.
Hey, what just got canny set with us on our should Daisy like she's got canny set with us.
Wow!
What?
Wow! Wow! Honestly, yeah, you got plenty of Daisy emojis rolling through. Lovely. You guys are crazy. Look at all this. I mean, bloody hell, Rachel, what's going on there? What's going on here? What in the world? Anyway, we'll go back to a few more comments now. No, because after we're finished with Arsenal, we'll be 6 points ahead. Since God. Now, because we have 2 games in hand. Isak was an animal in 2018 Euros. 2018 Euros. There was not a Euros in 2018. I can confirm that. I think he means the 2020. I think
21.
That was the World Cup. I don't even think he was in the World Cup. Yeah. I think he means the 2020 Euros. He was nuts in that last Euro. So I think he was crazy in that Euros, 100%.
Call him out, Stato.
Oh, I'm gonna check it. Don't worry.
It was played in 2021.
Right on cue.
Yeah, it was 2020 Euros, but played in 2021 because obviously lockdown. Obviously,
Sebastian Larsson was still in the Sweden squad at that point. Isak definitely wasn't in it.
He was.
He wasn't. Or was?
He was. So you're saying he wasn't in the Euro in last time's Euros?
I'm checking. No, we're on about the 2018 World Cup.
We need to do a
graphic. I know he weren't in there.
No way, that was 5 years ago. He would have been.
There's no way. There's no way he was in that World Cup. No way.
Like Emil Crawford's in it, to be fair.
We need a graphic to pop up.
Can you name any world class right backs? Can you name any world class right backs from Sweden apart from Kraft?
Ever?
No. Current.
No.
From 2018. Yeah, exactly. There's only one, and it's and his name is Emil Kraft. I think everyone underestimated Isak. I think everyone underestimated Isak since he was sort of under the radar of EPL teams. I think a lot of teams were in for Isak, but obviously there's only one place he was coming, and that's the Toon. Yeah, Armstrong is not good enough for the Premier League, says God. Oh, he's a god. Yeah, which one? Because one always scores against us, and one's the former Newcastle man. I mean, thoughts on him scoring again, Chippers. I know you didn't watch the match, but I'm pretty sure when you saw them, I'm almost certain you had notifications on when the goal goes in. And when you saw Armstrong there, what were your thoughts again?
I thought it was Adam Armstrong. I told him where he worked. Adam Armstrong scores. And I got all I thought, you know, because it just says Armstrong, Goal Armstrong. It doesn't have his first name initial. It just says Goal Armstrong. And I thought, aye, but you know. But
at least you didn't think it was David Armstrong. Remember him?
But the thing is, there's always seems to be a player that always seems to have a hoodoo against clubs, isn't there? I mean, you look at say Wilson with West Ham. He always seems to score against them. You know, he seems to score quite a bit against Everton as well. So there's always a player out there that has some hoodoo against who always seems to find one club to his liking, doesn't it? And that Armstrong seems to find us to his liking. Just a shame that it's going to be a while before he plays again because he's got gone down, aren't they? So
he always seems to score against us. I think it's Stuart Armstrong who scored, wasn't it? Stuart Armstrong. He always seems to score against us. Always. Now this is a good one. Stato, have you found anything yet? I was almost certain you were looking for something. Have you found anything yet?
I'll tell you what.
Yeah. He was.
Tell you what, Jack. Tell you what, Jack. I've got. Oh, sorry. I've got a stat tonight. And now you might think, oh, I've got a stat. Since John Joe Shelby scored that free kick at Leeds last season,
Is your
right?
stat to do with these sirens in the background somewhere?
No, it's not for me. They're not me. They're not me.
That's probably Jimmy.
Right. So that was 51 games ago. It's at Leeds last season where we won 1-0. How many league games have we lost since?
We lost to Spurs and Liverpool in that season. Who else did we lose to? I don't know, maybe another one that I'm forgetting about. So 4 this season, maybe 3 last season, so like 7-ish, 6 or 7.
9 league games and 51 we've lost.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
What happened there?
That's about what Bruce won.
That's less than 20%.
Nine defeats in 51 league games.
Unbelievable.
Anyway, we've got something. We've got another thing for all you lot to get involved in. So as we know, we've got 6 games to. Well, no, because I think it's no. We're not playing Rangers, are we? We've got 5 games remaining now. We've got 5 games remaining. So I'm going to go to Billy first. Wait, no, because we did that before, didn't we? In that live show. So we're going to go to Stato. I'm pretty sure Stato wasn't in that live. So Stato, from 5 more games remaining, how many? What's our majority points total after them 5 games? How many points do you think we'll get overall?
Let me bring up our fixtures. Arsenal, Leeds, Brighton, Leicester, Chelsea. I think we will probably win most of them, to be fair. I'd be disappointed if we didn't, based on our form. So I think we'll probably beat... I think we'll lose to one of either Arsenal or Chelsea. I'll go with we'll lose the away game. So I think maybe 12 points.
12 points?
10 or 12 points. I think I think we might lose maybe 1 if we're really unlucky and get maybe a draw.
So 10 or 12 points. Ian?
I was going to say 12 points as well. So if Stato goes with 10, because he always errs on the side of caution a little bit more than me, and I'll go with 12. I think we'll lose a random game, but I think we'll already be on the Champions League beach by the time that happens. So yeah, I'm going 12. We'll possibly just for some reason cock up against Chelsea or something, but I doubt that'll happen really. But yeah, 12 points.
Well, judging last season, the officials were on their side. Let's hope they're not this time. Yeah. But you know, as with that badge on the top right corner, a lot of the referees see that and go, you know what? Do you see those Newcastle on the pretty much? I think we would have secured the Champions League by then, but no doubt. No, even if we secure Champions League, they'll still go against us because that's just the Premier League referee nowadays. Anyway,
I think we'll have secured it within 3 games, to be honest.
I think 2 more games, to be honest, depending on the teams behind us, like the Man United, Liverpool's. If they win all their games, we need to win all our games as well. We'll be Farmer. Your majority points total to the end of the season.
Yeah, I'm looking at my injury, suspension, and illness crystal ball, and I think we're going to get 10. I think we're going to get 10 points. There's going to be a weird draw in there, and I think a loss. But the loss may be, as someone else alluded to earlier, the loss may be because we don't give a fuck.
So you said exactly what I said in a really weird way.
So it could be like we secure Champions League before like the likes of Chelsea, and we just go out there and just play the youngins like the likes of.
Like, exactly. It's almost pointless, except unless you really want to work over Chelsea.
Give Elliot Anderson 90 minutes. Why not?
Can you imagine a 1-1 against Leeds? I could see us drawing against Leeds.
Absolutely, really that was the one I was going to bring up.
Well, to be fair, lunchtime kickoff. Have we even done well in a lunchtime kickoff this season? What we have 1 or 2. We don't really do that well lunchtime kickoffs, to be fair. So we'll see how that goes on. I can see a draw in that as well.
I agreed with Stato, which isn't common, but it's much appreciated because I know I haven't lost all my brain cells.
we might need to beat Chelsea to get 3rd place, and 3rd place is important because.
That's true. There would be nothing make me happier than having Man U look up at our backside.
We've never finished above Man United in the Premier League, so.
Good point.
Never.
Yeah. And we'll have to qualify, of course, and finish 4th. We'll have to go for the qualification round. So.
No, I don't think you do this season. I think all 4 just go through.
Do they?
Straight into the group
stage.
Yeah,
pretty sure.
I hope so. Anyway, Dan.
I think they changed the rule.
Majority points to the end of the season.
I think we'll pick up another 13 points, 3 wins, 2 draws. I think we'll draw against Leeds and Chelsea.
That's 11.
Right, Leeds and Chelsea.
That's
Now
11,
I'm
yeah.
thinking about it.
Yeah, 11.
I can see a draw against Leeds being more. I can just see it. I don't know why. I can see us not turn up. I can see it. A lot of teams go there and just smash them, but I can just see us not like an Aston Villa game, but don't lose. I don't think we'll turn up against that game. I know it's not the spirit to go into a game with, but as a Newcastle fan, I mean, you look at the games with Steve Bruce. I mean, some of the games we really don't turn up, and I don't see us turn up against Leeds. Anyway, King of Qatar. What's your majority
Ian's right,
points?
by the way. The fourth place just goes straight through into the group stage. That's right.
Yeah, I thought so.
Good.
Yeah,
Jim, didn't really agree. Lose to Chelsea. WTF? Anyway, go on.
I think we'll get 8 points. We'll draw with Arsenal, and we'll draw with Brighton at home. We'll beat Leeds away, and we'll beat Leicester at home. Last game, I think we'll lose against Chelsea. We're not going to care by then. But I think we'll probably finish 4th. I think Man U got easier games than ours, so they'll get more points. And Liverpool are out.
Does anyone else see a loss against Chelsea or a draw against Chelsea?
No,
They might
'cause
have a half decent manager by then.
No. If
I
you
think
think
it's-
we're-
I think-
if you don't think, if
I
you
think we'll make
we're
a
not
draw.
gonna care, Chelsea players really aren't going to care because they're not going to be there next season,
That's true.
and they know it.
I think we'll get a draw because Eddie Howe might be actual sport and say the players who are out of contract are leaving the summer. There's a farewell game for you. You know, we've qualified for Euro. Have yourself a game and just to say thank you and then go. That's it. Like
Paul Dummett out Cameron,
yeah, just
left back.
well, like a Richie or Jamal Lewis, just to say listen, thanks, but you're gone. You're not part of the future. But thank you. He has a chance for you to go out in a bit of glory and go.
Richie's contract's done anyway, but yeah.
Or you
just for
risk playing them and getting them injured, and then get stuck with them next year.
Nah, well, they're out of contract, most of them anyway. So
I just found a funny thing as well. 4th place gets the Premier League gets automatically straight through into the group stage, but obviously the winners of the Scottish Premier, what is it called now? The Scottish Premiership, I think it's called now. They have to play 3 qualifying rounds and a playoff, so they've got to play 3 two-legged matches and a playoff round to get through. Even if they win their league, and we 4th place just walk straight into the group stage for us. That's crazy.
I couldn't do that. Anyway, Jimmy, what's your points total to the end of the season?
Oh, 13.
13.
Yeah,
and they are.
I'm with Stato. I just see a draw at Leeds.
You see a draw at Leeds.
Because
Yeah,
that's
I can see it even more now. Just not turn up.
I mean, it's just a tough place to play, and I mean, it's like hopefully we have some points built up by then. But I mean, you got to figure they may have something to fight for too.
They might have a new manager by then. They might have Pochettino in, and they might be playing for the futures. A lot of them.
Pochettino to Leeds.
Chelsea.
No.
I thought we were talking about Leeds. Imagine Pochettino to Leeds.
No,
Wow.
Big Sam's going to do what Big Sam does if he comes in.
1 goalkeeper, 10 defenders.
He's food.
Yeah.
Anyway, Archer, what's your majority points total to the end of the season?
15.
You are
15.
Wow.
What's that? All wins then? Was that all wins?
All wins, and we'll finish on 80 points.
Yeah. I mean, you got to
look the same bonus will be for
we're pushing teams right now, and we're basically taking a half off.
So 15 points. I mean, hella confidence there, Archer. Hella confidence. But why not?
I was on 80 points.
No. We'll finish on 80 points at the end of the season.
Why not? Go for it. Go for it. There's no reason not to. There's no reason not to. It's there. We may as well go for it. Anyway, Chippers, what's your points total to the end of the season?
I think we'll get 11. I think we'll beat Leeds. I think people say Leeds are a hard place to go. They've conceded 11 goals in the last 2 home games. So that's why I think we'll beat them. Because even if Fat Sam comes in, I mean, it's not me, by the way, they'll still concede goals because they're the same team. So I think we might draw it home to Brighton away at Chelsea. I think Brighton's the tough one out of the lot of them because if you look at what they did on Saturday, they played their second choice forwards and they still scored 6 goals. So, and our Wolves are shite, but it shows that the players can still perform at this level. That's why I think Brighton's the tougher game out of the ones we've got.
Yeah, 100%. JB says here, we'll batter Chelsea, the team I'm watching tonight. Thing is, JB, I know we'll secure. I'm pretty much kind of certain we'll secure Champions League before Chelsea, but I feel like we will just go to Chelsea and just not give 2S because I just don't think we will. I think we'll play the young'uns or give Elliot Anderson like 90 minutes and just not really care. Wes says here, 7 to 8 points being realistic should be enough. Couple of wins, couple of draws, and a loss should just decide on of caution. Although I think we can get 12 points from our remaining games.
7 points is mathematically in the top 4, isn't it?
Yeah, 70 points, 100%. I'm worried Liverpool are going to get 20 points and run their last 5 games. Wow. Big Sam will park the bus, just as Billy said. 1 goalkeeper and 10 defenders. This is an interesting one. Now we know Gordon. Oh, go on.
He'll park the bus outside the kebab shop so he can get out there and get his kebab. That's why he's going to park the bus.
He might play goal himself.
Yeah, I mean, we know what Big Sam's like. Now we know who's just gone there. Who's gone there? Archer.
Oh, he's waiting to have another bong, I think.
Is he back? What's going on here? What's going on with Archer?
He's trying.
AOL.
We'll take him out for the time being, and we'll bring Mason back in. He's back. We'll bring him on for. Don't worry, Archer. We'll bring you back on for score predictions. So just stay in there. Now we're going to talk about Gordon now because we know Gordon.
Jack got a super chat there.
Oh, got a super chat from Ian. So Ian, thank you for your £5. When I can just get it up in a second. There you go. So we've got a £5 super chat from Ian. You're wrong, Alex. Celtic have won the Scottish Premiership and they go straight into the group stage. I support them. So I think so. I know.
That's a bit aggressive.
You've been stat shamed there.
Well, I must have been reading an old article then.
Sato's getting it tonight.
It doesn't matter.
Now he's on the hunt, Ian.
The changes from 1920, so maybe it's changed again since then. It's very possible.
Yeah, he's still donated £5.
I'm ashamed again. Anyway, now we're going to talk about Gordon. Now we know Gordon got a chance against Southampton on Sunday. Do you think he will get another chance, Ian? Do you think he'll get another chance against Arsenal, or do you think?
I think he'll get a chance off the bench, but I don't think he'll start. I think Sean will come back in. If it is just a bruise, he should be fine by then. I don't think we'll risk anything. I think we'll just play the formation and players that are tried and tested. So I think Big Joe will go back out on the left, Sean, Joe Willock and Bruno in the middle, and Isak up front with the goal machine. 8 goals in 7 games. Callum coming on in the second half when whoever else looks tired. I think that'll be probably the way that it goes. But going on to Gordon though, I actually, the eye testers, as Alex always says, when I was there watching, for me he was our liveliest player in the first half, and he just got took off, purely for tactical reasons. I thought he played actually really well. He should have scored the second goal. I think he should have gone across the keeper. I think his touch took him that little bit wide, so he had to go with his left foot. But I thought he was really good, to be fair. So where all the hate's coming from, I don't think it's coming from people who actually watch the game, though.
I still think there's a bit of the Everton bias that we can't get over at this point.
Yeah, you're probably right there, Jimmy.
Chippers, what's that German shirt you're wearing? Quote unquote from Stato, by the way. Stato's just said, what's that German shirt you're wearing?
I mean, they've won more titles recently than what's it called? What's the one? Alfa Romeo, is it, or whatever they're called? Aston Martin, same thing. We'll both start with. So, I mean, they've just got the most successful driver of all time, practically driving for them as well. So,
mate, Aston Martin are a brand new team. It'd be weird if they'd been winning a lot, wouldn't it? They're brand new.
So the Mercedes have still won. What happened there?
We're having a F1 off tonight. Anyway, we're going to start off with score predictions going into the Arsenal game.
Yeah.
Mason, what are your?
Yes, man.
Chippers, mute your mic, crap.
Your mum's calling for your tea, Chippers. You gotta go for your tea. Anyway,
I should
Mason,
get
what's your
black
score
eyes.
predictions for Arsenal?
I think it'll be the same scoreline as last year. I think the atmosphere will have a big impact on the way they're going to play, and some of the players won't be up for keep playing against our team and our fan base. So I think I'm going to go with another 2-0, the same as last year.
Who are your scores?
Isaac and hopefully Willock.
Hopefully Willock. Right. Cheers, mate. See you next week. Make sure you get yourself back on next week for the rest on next week. Cheers, mate. See you later.
No problem. Cheers. See you later.
Anyway, Chippers, I seen that you got to go down for your tea. What's your score predictions?
3-1 Newcastle.
3-1 Newcastle, and your scores for both teams?
I think Saka will probably score for them. I'm going to see Isaac, Wilson, and J7 will score for us.
J7 to get a goal. Anyway, cheers for coming on, mate. We'll see you next time.
What's for tea, Chippers? Turkey Twizzlers.
It was for tea. Dan
Food and chips.
Take it easy, Chippers.
See you later.
See you, man.
Archer, what's your score predictions?
I reckon it's going to be a close game on Sunday, and I'm going to go with Arsenal 2, Newcastle United 4.
Wow. Score predictions for both teams? Oh, no scorers, sorry.
Bruno, Joe Linton, Isak, and Wilson.
All right. Nice ones. Scores for Arsenal?
Saka and Odegaard.
Saka and Odegaard. Anyway, cheers, mate. We'll see you next time. Thanks for coming on.
Catch you later.
See you later. Would-be Farmer, what are your score predictions?
I think Arsenal's going to surprise us, and they're going to be motivated for this game. Now they may cry like whiny babies after they did when we tied them up there, but I think it's going to be 2-0, and I think Isaac will score early, and somebody we don't expect will score late. Wilson.
Anyway, thanks, mate. We'll see you next time. Cheers for coming on. See you later.
Cheers.
Would be.
Dan, what's your score predictions?
3-0 Newcastle.
3-0.
Isaac double and Willock will grab a goal.
Wow. So Isak's on the score sheet a lot tonight. Anyway, cheers, mate. Cheers for coming on. See you next time.
See you, Dan.
Cheers. See you later, guys.
See you later. Mr. Spoons, Ian. Score predictions.
You've already had mine.
You did, yeah, we did say it at the start, but we're going to ask you for your scorers.
What did I say, actually? Did I say 2-1 or 3-1?
I think it's the
15-1.
15-1, yeah. Yeah.
Take
No, 3-1 was what I was thinking I said. Isak will get one. I want Willock to get one because I think Willock deserves one. 100%. He really does. And Wilson.
And Wilson on the score sheet again. Anyway,
Saka for them, I reckon.
Saka for them. Saka's on the score sheet a lot. Anyway, cheers for coming on. See you next time.
Nice one. Cheers, lads.
See you.
Cheers.
Mate.
See you. Ooh, Jimmy, score predictions.
4-1.
4-1. And your scorers?
Isaac, Wilson, and 2 for J7, putting them at 10, and that gives us 10 double-digit goal scores for the season.
Who your scores for Arsenal?
Bergkamp. I don't give a fuck.
Bergkamp. Bergkamp and Henry. Bergkamp and Henry to score.
Saka.
Right. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Bergkamp and Henry is going to score for Arsenal on Sunday. Anyway, cheers for coming on, Jimmy. I hope you're better, mate. See you next time.
All right. Thanks, man.
See you, Jimmy.
Ian's comment as well. Yeah. I've just looked it up. So that was the case a few seasons ago, but Scotland have actually been doing quite well in Europe. So they've bumped their coefficient up to 9th, which is really high for Scotland. They got 9th in the European coefficient. That's really good.
That'll be on the back of Rangers getting to the Europa League final, won't it?
Yeah, that definitely would have. It would have helped that Rangers are now back. So although obviously they hate each other, it's kind of good for Celtic because Rangers doing well in Europe helps the coefficient. It helps all of Scottish football, really.
Yeah. Anyway, King of Qatar, what your score predictions?
Yeah, I'm nervous. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw because they're not as easy as we think.
Yeah.
They're virtually second now anyway, so they haven't got. They're going to play with no pressure. They're going to have that 2-0 on their mind from last season as well, revenge. I'm sure Arteta will just tell them have fun and just play free flow. So we need to be tight and careful, especially in the first 20 minutes, because Arsenal they've scored 2 or 3 goals almost in the last 3-4 games in the first half an hour. So if they do that to us, it's going to be hard to get back. I'm going to go with 1-1. Yeah, Isak to score the goal.
Isak, good old Isak.
But if we score first, I think we'll win it.
Yeah,
I'm going to go with 1-1 to be safe here.
I mean, in these sort of games, first goal is crucial. But anyway, cheers for your score predictions. Cheers for coming on. See you later,
Cheers,
Roy.
mate.
Hey, Mr.
See you,
Caviani. Ta-ra, mate.
Cheers, mate. See you later.
And that is it. Now, we're not going to get a score prediction off Billy and Alex because we are doing that in the preview show. But that is it, everyone. I've got a comment here from Wijnaldum, the first of his name. Hi, guys. Any info about Kual? He is at Hearts, but he's not on the pitch. Has no time to be improving. I think we all thought that was going to happen. We knew, and I knew he wasn't going to get any game time. But we can all see, don't we? Because it's harsh on the young players because they don't really get a chance, do they? But anyway, that is the fan forum for tonight, guys. Thank you to all you who came on, and thank you for doing that as always. Really is appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe as well. And we're on the road to 20,000 now. Thank you for that as always. And we've got a few more shows coming up, so if you want to stay tuned for that, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when we upload or do post a video. But that is all from us, everyone. Cheers to Billy and Alex and all everyone's coming on, and thank you to you in the chat and all your super chats as well. That is all appreciated. We'll see you next time. Bye bye from me, bye bye from Billy, and bye bye from Alex. See you later, everyone. Have a great rest of your night.